Okay, so before we add any more sounds, it's probably a good idea just to rename these. This is bass 1, this is bass 2, this is the sub bass, and we're going to be adding another bass part, which will be bass 3. So just double click underneath the sub bass, we can create a software instrument track, and we'll just go ahead and rename this bass 3. We then go to our input section on the channel strip and select ES2. And then again, we're going to load our blank ES2 patch. So for this sound, we're going to select square waves for all of the oscillators. We're going to detune the second one by 10 cents and third down by -10 cents. We're going to select unison, a hard filter reset, hard oscillator start, and make sure filter reset is enabled. We're then going to turn the resonance up to about half and have the cutoff at about half as well. Okay, mix all the 3 oscillators so we can hear it. Okay, it's not bad. We're going to then select our target as our cutoff 1 and 2 and select the source for this as envelope 1. Again, we're going to turn the decay down and the attack up to about 500 milliseconds. And we're going to turn this down to about -0.3. And then we're going to change the attack to 0 milliseconds, the decay to 1900. We're going to bring the sustain down to about 0.65 and the release down to about 170 milliseconds. We're also going to turn the velocity down. Okay. And now we're ready to program it in. It's going to come in at bar 81 as a response to the first part of the bass line. So we just make a 4-bar loop here. And if we select our pencil tool, I'm just going to click escape and 2 and draw a part in here. Then escape will bring me back to my pointer tool. So I'll double click inside the ES2 and zoom in. The notes are going to be on E and E flat. And it's going to be a syncopated rhythm, so it's going to go here. Sorry, it's incorrect. Just move these over. Okay, and then copy this, Alt and click and drag and drop it down onto the next note, which is the E flat, so we can listen, hear how this sounds. Okay, so that's fine. So that's going to repeat just until the end of the breakdown here. And then we're also going to bring in a sound from the start, which is going to be a pad, a slowly rising pad coming up to the breakdown and then filtering out through the period of the breakdown. So again, if we just double click underneath bass 3 and open up an ES2, we're not going to program the sound, we're just going to use a preset and tweak it a little bit. So if we go down to pads and select sparkle motion, we then go into our router, and for oscillator 3 wave, instead of LFO1, we're going to select LFO2 and we're going to sync it to quarter notes. That's 1/8. And this is going to be in from the start. So we'll zoom in using Control and the right arrow. Select our pencil tool by clicking escape and 2. We'll draw in our MIDI part. We're going to have it 4 bars long. So escape, and then back into our piano roll. And we're going to have it on the G here. So if we just draw it in here and extend it out to the end of the bar and copy this up, the chord is going to be G and then B flat and then D. Now this is much too low, so we're going to have to bring this up. Okay, bring this up another octave again. Okay, so if we just loop this, we can hear how this sounds. Okay, so we can just copy this out to the breakdown. An easier way to do this is just to go to select it and just go to region, repeat regions, and we want to repeat this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times. There we go. Now we're also going to be putting some automation on this pad. So if we just go to view, track automation, and we're just going to have the volume coming up slowly. We're also going to be putting a sidechain compressor on it. So if we go into our mixer and go to our pad, we'll just rename this pad, and go to our inserts, we go to dynamics, compressor, stereo. If we take the settings from the A main break that has been sidechained and copy these settings, close this down, we can paste these over and then select bus 1 as the compressor. Okay, and we're also going to automate a high pass filter on the bass sound here. So if we go to our bass track and just go to inserts and go to EQ, single band, high pass filter, stereo. We're going to turn the order up and the smoothing down. And then we're just going to go here, high pass frequency. And we're just going to have it coming down over the period of the sound. So if we just listen back to that, we can hear how it sounds. Okay, so we're actually going to not have it so high at the start. We'll just bring that down to about 1000 hertz, and then we're going to click escape and W for our automation curve tool, and we're going to curve the automation on that there. Okay, so if we then close that down, and we'll just turn all of the track automation displays off for the meantime until we need them. And in the next module, we'll be adding some effects